This is a visual feast that 9% of people have never seen. This bluefin tuna, weighing over 50 pounds, is not only filleted in front of customers but also explained in detail about the taste and texture of each part. The tuna, caught in the open ocean, must be quickly frozen, so the tail and head are removed, and the guts are taken out before bleeding and freezing. The meat on the tail is quite different in texture compared to the belly. The chef carefully avoids the spine with each cut, starting from the belly and slicing deeply along the middle. Then, from the side of the tuna, between the back and belly, the knife is inserted. The meat cut from these 2 points is half of the belly meat. The owner first cuts out a quarter of the belly meat and then uses a spoon to scrape off the small pieces of meat from the fish bones. This meat is not only expensive but also because it's close to the bones, it's more tender and tastier. After scraping the meat off the bones, the belly meat is cut, weighed, and stored. Although all are belly meat, the taste and price differences between the upper, middle, and lower parts can astonish seasoned diners. Next is the cutting of the other half of the belly meat. The deliciousness of tuna actually comes from its rich amino acids, with glutamic acid providing umami and glycine offering a sweet taste. The sea area where it grows also plays a big role. The lower the water temperature and the higher the salt concentration, the sweeter and more delicious the tuna tastes. This is why each one caught in the deep ocean can sell for a high price, unlike farmed ones, which are rare and hard to come by. Those who haven't tried it can compare it to the taste difference between farm-raised and free-range chicken. Once the belly meat and small pieces on the fish bones are all sorted, you can carefully remove the fish bones piece by piece. First, the meat and skin attached to the bones on both sides are cut away. Then, a long knife is used to carefully separate the meat from the spine on both sides. After that, the spine can be gradually lifted from the tail and cut away bit by bit. This way, a whole spine can be completely removed. It's worth mentioning that the marrow inside the tuna spine is very rare and has a strong fishy taste if eaten raw. The small pieces of meat on the bones are also extracted. The subsequent cutting steps become much easier. Without any bone structure or resistance, the back meat can be roughly divided with just 2 cuts. Cutting tuna is neither too difficult nor too easy. Just the tools alone require more than 16 knives, each with its own special use. As for eating tuna, the chef will prepare different parts of the fish into a sashimi platter according to the customer's budget. When eating a sashimi platter, there are also some rules. Generally, you start with the back, which is the part with the least fat and the darkest color, making it relatively cheaper. Then comes the middle belly, where you can taste the sweet and tender fat and a slight sourness of the fish. Finally, you enjoy the big belly, the most fatty and rich part of the tuna, with marbling similar to Wagyu beef. There's also the more expensive golden triangle part. If you can afford it, you might as well sell a house to try it. If you don't feel satisfied after sashimi, you can have sushi made from the middle belly. Thick, fatty middle belly meat with spiced rice and a touch of crab and wasabi is truly fragrant and sweet to chew.